Jeep Avenger launched in Ireland in 2023 and it marked a real fresh start for the Jeep brand. They've sold the Renegade and the Compass for the past few years, but this is their smallest yet and it's styled as a very fashionable small SUV. Now when it launched it was electric only. This is the new Petrol Avenger and it actually makes the Avenger more affordable than ever. This starts from about €31,500 versus about €36,000 with the electric model. This is a compact car, so might the petrol one be the pick of the range? Well, that's what I want to find out in this video. Jeep have done an incredible job on the design of this new Avenger. So you've got the iconic Jeep 7-slat grille. It also has some functional design cues. So for example, the LED headlights are slightly recessed to prevent them from dings and scrapes. There's loads of cladding around the car as well to protect it in the urban jungle. Around the side you've got squared off wheel arches. It's got really good ground clearance as well. It's about 200mm, which is good for a small SUV like this. You might be able to do a bit of light off-roading without any danger of getting caught on something as well. There's lots of nice different colours for the car. This is called Granite, it's the grey, but there's some brighter tones as well, like red and aqua. So I think Jeep have done an amazing job on the design of this. It does really stand out amongst those other small SUVs. The cabin is quite robust, and by that what I mean is there's quite a lot of this exposed hard black plastic, but you do get some nice details like this textured grey dash panel, and the manual Petrol of course gets this nice silver gear knob as well that you don't get in the electric. You've got a nice leather wrapped steering wheel and also nicely upholstered seats with the Jeep logo. All versions come with this touchscreen with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I do think it's worth going up to the altitude model like this one. It retails for about €34,000, which is a significant chunk of money for a compact crossover, but I think it's better equipped overall. You've got the full digital driver display. You've got a really nice JBL sound system, which sounds amazing. It's really good stereo. You've got traffic sign recognition, adaptive cruise control, automatic aircon, wireless smartphone charging, and there's also a reversing camera as well, which is quite handy to have. So overall it's a nice cabin. You've got the equipment features you need, but I do think it could do with a few more plusher materials and also a bit more colour, because it is actually a really fun car. So it's here in the back where, yes, it does feel like a small car. The width of the bench is quite narrow and that driver's seat's in my driving position, but if you were a taller driver, there's not much leg room here. Headroom is just about okay, I think. It's got that boxy shape, so you get that little bit extra. There's a small transmission tunnel here. I can't imagine anyone being very comfortable here in the middle. It is a compact car. It's quite narrow. And there's not many amenities. You've just got one USB-C port. There's pockets in those seats and there's no door bins. There's no armrest. So it does feel quite basic back here. The Petrol Avenger gets a 380 litre boot, which is very good. It's about the size of an average hatchback. And if you go for the electric one, it's less. It's 355 litres. So that's another reason why this petrol might be the Avenger for you. You also get a powered tailgate as standard on the altitude model, and also a split boot floor as well, which is handy because you can create this flat sill or you can put it down the bottom and you've got a bit more space. The Jeep Avenger Petrol is powered by a 1.2 litre 3-cylinder petrol engine with 100 horsepower and a 6-speed manual gearbox. Now that's the same engine that you'll find in lots of other cars from the parent company Stellantis Group, like the Opel Mokka and also the Peugeot 2008. So it is a very well proven engine and it's just as good here. So it's a nice lively combination for this new Jeep Avenger. The steering is light, it's a nice compact car, it is really easy to drive around town, to park and also out on tight rural roads as well. There's good road holding ability, steering is light, there's not a huge amount of feel, but the car definitely has a kind of a chuckable quality that makes it good fun to drive. Comfort wise, it's a little bit bumpy on rougher surfaces in town or on rural roads, but out on this smooth tarmac it is perfect. So within the parameters of comfort for a small car, this is absolutely fine. I do think a Peugeot 2008 is quieter and more refined overall. There is a little bit of road noise in this, but as a whole this is Jeep's most competitive car in years. It's good fun to drive, it's reasonably economical too. I'm averaging about 5.6 litres per 100 kilometres. You'll see over about 700 kilometres on a full tank of fuel as well. And being a Jeep, you'll probably want to go on an adventure in it, so it's nice to know that you won't have to stop to charge it. It also has a few driving modes. You've got normal, sport, eco, and a few extra ones. Snow, mud and sand. This is front wheel drive Jeep, it's not four wheel drive, but those modes just help you with the traction on any surface other than tarmac, which is nice to have as well. Yes, I do like this Jeep Avenger Petrol. I do have a soft spot for it, and I think it's one of their most competitive cars in years as well on a whole. When you look at Renegade and Compass, I think Avenger is right bang in that hot spot, and it's a good car as well. So that's all from the cabin of the Jeep Avenger Petrol. You can read more over on changinglanes.ie, and I left a link in the description below the video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.